Alrighty. Welcome back. We're here. We're live. It's another installment, another Ted and Ed show. I'm
Mhm.
Ted. That's Ed. It's giving it's a pumpkin. What is it? It's a Charlie Brown. What is it called?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving, the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special.
Gee,
That's what I'm getting from you right now.
it's a Charlie Brown Christmas
It
and
says
Happy Thanksgiving,
something,
Charlie Brown.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Ice latte
Um
with the pumpkin sauce. Now we're getting online with some pumpkin toss, some pumpkin loss. I
okay.
gotta check my pumpkin boss. Sign on the FICA, see my pumpkin stocks. We're at an all-time high. Everybody's out looking way too fly. All spiced up like a latte chai. Looking
There we
real
go.
seasonal, I ain't gonna lie.
All right. This nigga here.
Woo!
Welcome, y'all. We got
Oh,
another one for you. We got stuff, you know, we got stuff for you to suggestions for you to watch, to stream, what to be looking at.
mm-hmm.
We got some stuff to talk about too. There's some lists being made, and the thing about lists is you got to put numbers next to them, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you don't agree to those numbers. So we got to talk
Sure.
about that. We got to talk about we got to talk
Mm-hmm.
about a lot of stuff happening in this episode, but
Yeah.
first things first, like always, is what you're streaming. What are we streaming? What are we looking at? What are we listening to? What's taking
Mm-hmm.
up the bandwidth in our internet home providers packages? Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Really, for me, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
because I can just go ahead and hit it real quick. Because what I've
Mm-hmm.
been watching is one of the best movies of this year, and that's Paul Muad'Dib Atreides Dune Part Two. Yeah, yeah, which is available on
Mm-hmm.
Max or HBO Max, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. It's the good one though. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
Um but yeah, Doom Part 2, I've been streaming it because I love that fucking movie and went to go see it in theaters. I talked about that before on the previous podcast, but man, it's just a good ass movie. I love the acting and I love all the cinematography and then I love the fucking story behind it. I don't know. I have a soft spot, not a soft spot, but I like movies like, a prophesized family thing and all of a sudden this happens and oh no, is
Mm-hmm.
he the one? And actually, yes, he's the one. I like that. I like that kind of story.
Yeah, it seems to be the one for everybody now.
He the one. He the one. He's
Mm-hmm.
Keanu Reeves in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
He's also Jet Li in 2000, whatever, 2004. Remember that movie? Have you seen that movie? It's called The One.
Yep.
That's a fire movie. Man,
I've
Jet
seen that
Li.
movie.
Let's talk about Jet Li. Let's talk about the king of acting, the king of China for about 10 years, okay? Let's be real. Jet Li?
Amazing.
Okay, you first of all, Romeo Must Die is a classic film. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I can
Romeo Must
confirm.
Die is probably in my top like 50, I would say. I mean, I love it
Mm-hmm.
though. Romeo Must Die. We're talking about Aaliyah, beautiful, gorgeous, and she know how to act. Jet
Mm-hmm.
Li over here kicking Anthony Anderson's ass. Oh my god. Who else is in that movie? Homeboy from Grey's Anatomy. He got thrown from the hotel room. Isaiah Washington.
Oh, Isaiah Washington. Yeah.
Yeah. Whooping his ass. The other dude, the other black dude, his dad. What's his name?
Delroy Lindo or
Yeah,
DBS.
Delroy Lindo. I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Whooping Delroy's ass. Okay?
With everybody. He just went on a big ass spree of beating black men.
Exactly.
Now that I think about
Let's really think about it.
it.
Jet Li is iconic, man. Once upon a time in China, all them fucking movies. I used to
Cradle
love
to
those
the
movies.
grave. Kiss
Cradle
of
to
the
the
Dragon.
Grave with DMX.
Yes.
Oh my, they had DMX walking on the wall with Tim's on.
Man.
Come on, man.
Not with the butters.
Not with the butters.
Kiss the Dragon.
Yeah, Kiss
That
the
might be one of
Dragon.
my
What's the
favorites.
other movies? The one, Unleashed, when he was like an animal or something like that.
They take that damn collar off.
They
He
take
whooped
the-
everybody ass in the pit.
Yeah,
When they threw him in the pit, he's like, "Oh, don't do it. Don't stop. Stop."
Stop.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Then that dude that owned him, he's like, Danny, they're gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, fuck, if they kill me, I can't.
Hero, that's a good ass movie.
Hero's very good. Fearless. Oh,
Fearless, yep. Oh my god. There's so many
this is a
classic Jet Li movies.
legend. Black Mask.
Black
War.
Mass.
He was like, I can beat other people.
Oh, that's Jason Statham, right?
Yeah, he was like,
I remember that.
On some English ass too.
I'm telling you, Jet Li, y'all keep talking about Leo DiCap and all that. You know, that's cool. But let's give props to Jet Li, okay? Jackie Chan too.
Yeah.
Give them that while they flowers while they here. Because
exactly.
Man, they run my childhood, ran it for a long time.
Yes. These kids will never know.
They don't know.
Black people in martial arts films.
Mm.
That was literally my introduction into anime because I had to read what they saying.
Yeah.
What was it? Legend or Fist of the Iron Monkey? Or Legend of the Iron Monkey?
I remember something about an Iron Monkey.
Yeah, and there was a girl with these blades, but this nigga had these little silver balls. He threw that shit so hard it went through the blade and got her in the eye.
Oh my god!
I'll never forget that. I'm like, oh, that must be an Iron Monkey technique.
So shout out Jet Li. Shout out wherever you from, Jet Li, in the province, the city, wherever you
Beijing,
from.
China.
All of shout out. But yeah. Dune Part 2. Great movie, great film. Everybody should watch that. It's streaming now on Max. Yes. If you haven't seen Dune 1, watch Dune 1 first. But another one I'm watching, Shogun. Still watching Shogun on the last episode. Ooh, the previous number 9, that previous episode. That's the one 8. Right there. You just finished 8?
Yeah, that. What you doing, bro? You. It's giving Rob Stark. That's what it's giving.
Oh my
god.
Stark. Yeah, Toranaga got some. I don't know what's Toranaga doing, but you know, you gotta watch it to figure it out. You gotta watch. But I'm glad to be coming up on this new season of in June. June's about to be a big month. Because my favorite shows are coming back. House of Dragons coming back, The Boys is coming back, and The Bear. I can't wait for The Bear. But it's
gonna be very interesting to see all of these shows at the next year's Emmys, and I just want to see everyone's faces when they lose to House of the Dragon for outstanding comedy, rom-com, drama, excellent CGI, all of it. It's gonna be.
We are getting Blood and Cheese this year. It's confirmed.
Yes.
You might get Blood and Cheese first episode.
I hope it's first episode.
If you don't know what that is, you got to read some books.
Yeah, y'all got to check that out. Go ahead and check that out.
But, June is going to be a good month for TV.
Yeah.
There's still some shows I'm going to get into. I think I'm going to start watching the Vince Staples show because I need that in my life.
Show.
I feel like it's going to be excellent, and that's a good transition right into the albums because he just made an album too. Dark Times. I listened to like half of it all the way through. I just don't know the album titles, the song titles, but I mean, it was just banging. It's like a chill, darker. It's like darker sound, if that makes sense. You know, with the 808s and stuff and the rumbles is like rumbling, but they're really chill. I don't know, chill vibes going across it too. But I like Vince Staples. He's a great artist. Very diverse artist. Very diverse artist.
Very. And he's more than just a rapper. That's what I love about him. He breaks things down in a way that you never really see a rapper like him do, where it's just like, no, he's into the depth of it. He's not just going to the studio and all. Perfect example. Prima Donna. Remember when he came out with that? And he was like,
that was a good ass album.
He was like, that's for movies, bro. He was like, that was for movies and games. And he was like, Call of Duty called me. They wanted 2 of my songs. They hit me with that big ass bag. They didn't even use the songs, but they had to still give me the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was all entertainment right there.
And I was fucking with it. That's the one with his cover. He has a big head. Yeah, I fucked with it. It was short too. I fucked with that one. Vince Staples, fire. Mrs. Eilish, still listening to her. Hit Me Hard and Soft. I'm getting hit. I got bruises.
Mhm.
Man, that's another. She did it again. Phineas did it again. Her producer and her brother did it again. Shout out to them. Like I said, I love everything about them. I love the way that they keep all the money in. They both write the song. They both produce the song. They just need the label just to put it out there. They do it how they do it, and they bring the song to the label when the album's done. They don't.
Mhm.
They even explain, because I watched the interview and they explain like they love working with Interscope because they let them do what they do. They kind of leave them alone. Certain labels, you got to have deadlines, and okay, can we hear at least 4 tracks? So we can give notes, kind of thing. They just go up to there. They do what they need to do and do however they record it, because they have a certain way they would like to record things, and they just bring it to them when it's done. And what you gonna do? Like not put it out? She got bankers on there.
Right.
Come on. So, yeah, I love that. Love it. But everything. What else? We got Billy. Let me see what else I'm doing. Movies. I haven't really seen too many things. Definitely Dune, but just Dune and Shogun, I guess. So definitely watch those shows. Definitely watch
Very good
those.
shows.
Exactly.
Mhm.
What about you, Edward? What are you looking at? What are you listening to?
Watching not too much. I'm gonna just go ahead with the same thing I said last week. Watch them.
Hmm.
Watch them. Go ahead and be prepared for that. That's a great show. Luke James is a phenomenal actor in season 2.
Luke James.
Yeah, that man can act. That if you see, woo, I'm just leaving it at that. But it's very, I guess, intro personal in a way. Season 2 and season 1. Just watch that. If you're a black person and you're a black person in LA, you're gonna resonate with that show. That is a great show. Like y'all been watching Shogun. Jordan Naga giving Rob Stark right now.
Uh-oh.
What else have I been on? Watching Bob's Burgers. Watch Dune 2 again. I only watched the ending of Dune 2 because that nigga was a G the way he pulled up. But yeah, y'all need to watch that. What else have I been on? As far as movies, it ain't too much. I did what did I watch recently? Evil Lives Here. It was stupid. It's just basically about a a kid that shot up a school, and they
That's
were just
terrible.
getting the parents' part, and this is like, okay, I don't care about y'all part. Y'all didn't do y'all part to me because he
Damn.
shot up the school at the end. So I just
At the
no,
end,
yeah,
they knew something was
It-
going on.
no. It's just that's how it ends. He shoots up the school,
Oh.
and yeah, but it was just like talking about the parents and how much they didn't do their job. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is we already know y'all didn't do the job because he shot up a school. You ain't making them keep that door open. Benadryl and belts. That's what you need. But
Benadryl and Bill. The 2 Bs.
yeah, uh huh. But yeah, movies like you. I ain't been doing too much. I'm waiting for some. That's about it. The Deadpool, Wolverine. That seems pretty cool. There was one I was gonna watch at the theaters. But I forgot what it was. But it'll come to me later. Music though.
Hmm.
Dark Times. That Vince Staples. Great listen. One of my favorite songs is an interlude, and it's the reason I say it's my favorite is because it's a interview that I heard a long time ago with Nikki Giovanni and
Mm.
James Baldwin, and
Mm-hmm.
you probably saw it too, where she's telling him like, you know, if I love you, let me hold on, right there. There it is. If I love you, I can't lie to you. Of course you can lie to me, and you will. That's
Mm.
Nikki Giovanni saying if you love me and you going off with Maddie someplace, you're lying to me. Because what the hell do I care about the truth? If I care if you're there. What Billie Holiday say? Hush now, don't explain. All right, I accept that. Of course, you lied to me. It's basically Nikki telling James like, we're all liars. You lied to the boss whenever he asks how your day going, knowing that he's an asshole, knowing that you're dealing with something. Everyone does. But you grin, you smile and grin, say, I'm having a great day, boss. And all I'm asking is like, I get the very minimum, the bare minimum of you. You know, do that with me. You know, lie to me, fake it with me.
Yeah.
At the very least. And I like that. It's small little interview clip that I've seen a while back, and it just speaks volumes. I love that. That's one of my favorite things on this album. Album's great. New Jeans got a new song out. That just it's fire right now. I fuck with it.
Super Chat.
This one's called How Sweet. I like New Jeans. After Hours, Cater to You mix by Kehlani. It's
I like that song After Hours. Cater to You mix that. They're using the Beyonce's the Desi Child song. Oh,
so it's that's cool. Finally caught on the bandwagon that is Sabrina Carpenter with Espresso.
Thinking about me. Yeah, that song was good. I need to stop. I'm trying not to listen to the song to not get it, to not ruin it for me. Especially because I feel like it's one of them summer songs gonna be played a lot. And I'm already starting to get annoyed with that $1 Million Baby song. And really is that one right now. Because y'all keep putting it on y'all stories and in your posts. Yes. And I get it. And it's a good song. I like the song. Remember 2-3 weeks ago, I'm like, that's one of the songs I'm listening to, and it's kind of fire.
Yep. Fire.
But if I see one more fucking TikTok, I'd skip it. I was like, oh, I can't. Nope. I don't even care what the content was. And once I heard nope. I'm done. I like the song. Don't get me wrong, Mr. Richmond. Congratulations to you. Also, congratulations to Brent Faiyaz too, because he's Brent Faiyaz's artist.
Yeah, that's fire.
So,
yeah,
but I can't hear that song no more. I don't want to hear it right now, sir. Give me a break.
I need playing it.
I'll play it. I can't. No, actually, no. I haven't played it in a while because I fucking hear it every other day. I mean, every day. So I can't play it. I would like to play it. I do like the song, but I'm tired of hearing it. So yeah. Please stop putting it on y'all posts. So much appreciated though. Very much appreciated.
The only thing I put out on a post more than that is Not Like Us.
I mean, that's not getting up there yet for me. I do see it a lot, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's just such a good ass song. It's so far it might be song of the summer shit.
I hope so. I hope it wins awards, honestly.
Which is going to be that's one of the biggest reason to me why Drake lost is because it's going to be number one. Kendrick beat Drake at his own game.
51-12. No overtime.
There it is. Yeah. He beat him in his own game.
I'm hoping it wins some awards. Like, and not just BET award. I want like a BAFTA. Let me get a BAFTA.
A BAFTA.
Let me get a BAFTA off this. There ain't no acting in it. Because it's all real. Drake, you need to explain why you're talking to Millie. And I'm going to find out. I already figured out Baca. I already figured it out. Okay, I get it now. OVO just a bunch of losers and pedophiles. That's what it is. You ever thought about that? I used to be thinking like OVO was great. No, it's just Drake. It's only Drake.
Now it's just Drake. Well, I like certain people. I like Party, and I like Magic Jordan.
But how many times you see them out? Any promo runs? Any press?
Well, P4 just came out, but that's it. Yeah, Party Next Door. He always duck off. He'd make an album and duck off for like 4 years.
Yeah,
he go right for other people.
Yeah,
he wrote Work. He wrote Work by Rihanna. He wrote that song.
Party. Wow. One of my favorite songs by her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what I've been listening to. Before we transition over, there's this little debate going on who did it best
Who did it best?
for auto tune. T Pain, Travis Scott, Don Toliver, Gunna. I'll settle it here for y'all right now. Ain't nobody doing it better than T Pain.
There it is. There it is. Can't confirm that.
Ain't nobody doing it better than T Pain.
I don't think people understand T Pain 2-year run. When Can't Believe It was out, he was on top of the world. He was changing music. Usher, first of all, that Usher shit. Remember Usher said like, "Oh, I hated you because you made auto tune.
Yeah,
you fucked up the music." Yeah. First of all, Usher, calm down. That was a little disrespect. That was a little bit of disrespect. T-Pain for 2 years was running the damn game. Once like, was it like Buy You a Drink came out, then Can't Believe It came out? Well, I don't know. There was a song right before Can't Believe It that was a fucking hit. And then right when we were done with that song, Can't Believe It came out, and then we just went to the stratosphere.
Yeah. Buy You a Drink came out in 07. Can't Believe It 08. I'm Sprung 05.
I'm Sprung.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bartender.
He said something that I didn't even realize until after I started thinking about it. He said when he came out at that time, it was unheard of for one artist to have more than one hit on the radio. He said I was the first one having 3.
Oh yeah,
playing in succession with each other. I fucked up the whole radio game because that was not a thing that anyone else did. And after that, it was all like shit. I'm gonna go ahead and do I'm in Love. Then there's fucking Can't Believe It. Then I'm Sprung, Buy You a Drink. All that you and that. Like
you and that booty.
He was like, I'm on top of shit. Yep. And then he also mentioned some shit where people like Snoop Dogg and Scott Storch told him that auto tune shit is just going to be a gimmick. Yeah. He was like, but my auto tuning that I use is also what composed over 80% of heartaches and heartbreaks.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Yeah, I'm in love with a stripper. All that shit. Scott Storch told him stop using those what's the name? Your production style. I was like, this is what got 808s and Heartbreaks. This is why I'm on Kanye West's Graduation album.
Yep.
What do you mean stop using it? This shit, I'm winning.
Don't worry about it. Ding, ding. What is that song?
No one's go ahead. I don't know the song because I don't really know that album too much.
But yeah, 808s and 808s is definitely has some T-Pain inspo on it, inspiration.
Yeah,
that's one thing Kanye do. He know how to get some inspiration, probably put the person on the album, and it's like almost makes it sound like that, you know.
Yep.
But T-Pain. Right I think there's disrespect be putting on T-Pain's name, and just because he's a nice guy, you know, he ain't one of these. But then when people need to put respect on T-Pain name. Can't confirm. Just letting everybody know that now.
Exactly.
But speaking of putting respect on names, we gotta get through this little list real quick. Apple Music, all right. Apple Music. First of all, I use both. I use Apple Music and Spotify. I use Apple Music mostly because it has all of my songs from the years that I've had my iTunes library. Because I'm so happy that I was who I am when I was like fucking 15, meticulously editing my music library because I still have it to this day and it's still perfect. I've uploaded it to the cloud years. Anyways, I'm just so happy that I am who I am. But Apple Music, I got Apple Music. I use Apple Music on my phone mostly, but Spotify, I don't use it on my computer much. iTunes, because iTunes on PC is terrible, and I feel like they make it terrible because it's like, fuck y'all got PCs. So they make it terrible. So I use Spotify for my on my computer all the time. But Apple Music released their list of 100 best albums. All right, we gotta. I knew when they was gonna release it, it was gonna be some BS. Well, not really BS, but
fucking Lana Del Rey is on it. How is she beating Simone?
I just knew that it was gonna be some some controversy to say
Let
the
me take a
least.
walk.
Some controversy to say the least.
Nice little walk. I don't know how that happened.
But it's a, it's hard to rank. First of all, I give him grace because it is hard to rank 100 albums, but it's something that I don't know. People just need to kind of need to put some. I don't know. Anyways, it's just hard. It's just hard, and I get it. But there's some ones that I agree with. There's some ones that I don't agree with, and we kind of want to get into it about the 100 best albums of the year. First of all, what do you think, Edward? What do you think makes a good as one of them legendary albums? One of them albums.
Story. A story.
What? Oh, the story.
A story within it. It can't just be hits.
Yeah.
That's why I think today's artists aren't as prominent or as tapped into their profession as the artists of yesterday. Because now everyone's goal is, well, of course, it's to make money and making sure it's monetized, but everyone wants to make a TikTok hit.
Yeah.
So now people are more in tune and more obsessed with making a TikTok hit, at least for the pop, R&B, and rap and hip hop culture. I can't speak to the country and rock.
No, they want to make it. No, they want to make a TikTok hit too.
I'm pretty sure they do. So it's just a story, a well composed, as Beyonce said, a body of work.
Yeah,
a great album. You know who got a good story? SZA with Control. Great storyline.
And can't confirm that album is not on here.
That is not on here.
But Control is on. I mean, not Control. SOS is on here. SOS, I think, is just as good as Control, but if I had to rank one of them, it'll be Control because SOS is a little bit of a. They put it like 70 something. And I'm like, whoa! SOS. I don't think SOS is better than some of these albums. Some of these albums before, and that album just came out.
Yep.
I mean, SOS is definitely better than Lana Del Rey's album, in my opinion. But I don't think it's better than My Life by Mary J.
True. Other than story, I guess I would go with impactfulness. Yeah. How has it impacted your fans? What were you doing with this album?
And how has it impacted music in general,
That too, yeah.
Because I rank it too by the influential, like how everybody was influenced from this album and how you changed music because you released this body of work. But like I said, I love a body of work too. I love a body of work that expresses who the artist is. That's one of my things I look for. Who are you? And tell me who you are. Or if it's a concept and you're playing a character or something like that, how, in tune is it for you?
Yeah.
And it's this list is, it was an attempt, okay? That's what I like. I like when people attempt because they said this is what we think and we're not going to hide behind it. And this is up for because just like music, it's going to be up for interpretation and critique.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I got to critique it. First of all, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but let's see. I just want to pick some ones that, like, for example, they put like Astro World for Travis Scott at 98, which is, I mean, I guess that's pretty cool, I guess, but I mean, it's Travis's best album to me, in my opinion. But it's not like there's albums that they left off of here that I'm seeing like, well, damn, do you think just Travis Scott is better than any Whitney Houston album, Like, damn. That's what we doing.
I'm not seeing any Channel Orange, which I still think is Frank Ocean's best album.
Yeah. Frank Ocean. Well, I do.
I like Blonde. Blonde is amazing.
We do love Blonde.
Blonde
is definitely on here.
Yeah.
But it's just something that I don't know. Apple Music, they got. I like the way they did it. They had Ebro and a bunch of artists and Nile Rodgers, I believe. They all came together and compiled the list. It was a very group effort. But I don't know. Let's just go straight to the top 10. How about that? We're just gonna go to the top 10. So the top 10 artists, top 10 albums, according to Apple Music, that ever been made. Ever been. You got to think about that. We talking about 1930s, like fuck Hoo Hoo Bigaloo in the Lynch Mob gang. Fuck them. Cause they was back there on the damn banjo talking about, skinning black people or something like that.
Yeah.
Fuck them. But they saying these 10 albums is better than all albums live.
Yeah.
And number 10, they put Lemonade. They put Beyonce. They put Beyonce. Now number 10, first of all, shout out Beyonce. We love Lemonade. First of all, Lemonade is a great album, iconic.
That is amazing.
Me personally is not my favorite Beyonce album.
I love it. Just in case I ever get into it with Jay-Z, I'm gonna re-listen to it and I'm gonna be like, I know what you did.
I know. I know exactly what you did. Actually,
yeah. I know what you did.
Yeah. But it's a bold. It's a great album. It's a bold album. It's a revenge album in a way. And like you said, you say you like the story, and this is definitely an album with a story to it. Especially the way she did it with all the videos.
Yeah.
I love an album with a lot of videos. Because it takes me into this world, take me into your world, what you're trying to sell to me. And you got to use visuals and audio too to do it. So yeah, I love Lemonade. We talking about Beyonce.
Yeah, of course.
It's crazy that Beyonce is human because I'm human. So that means she's we're kind of the same in a way. That's crazy that she's human.
Right. I like it because it gives a sense of hope. If she can do this,
exactly.
I can do this. I don't aim my sights that high, but I'll be thinking
she is human. Can't confirm.
She's human, yeah. There's some artists that they be doing shit and making millions. Like, if they can do it,
if they could do it.
I know I can do it, yeah.
If NLE Choppa can go up there and say, I want to fuck me too, and make over $20,000, let's just say, because he's definitely making more than that. I could do it too.
Yeah, I can do something.
Oh my god.
Number 9, Nirvana. Nevermind.
Now.
For those of you who don't know what that album is, everybody and their mama know what that picture is. It's the picture of the little baby with his little dick out, and there's a dollar bill on a fish hook.
Can't confirm.
And the baby's in the pool,
yeah.
And iconic album cover. I give that a top 10 album cover for sure. Just because I think that shit has been seen just as much as Farrah Fawcett's iconic poster.
Exactly. But this album changed. Another reason why I love it. First of all, this is Nirvana's. This is not my favorite Nirvana album actually, but it's the one that probably everyone would pick. This album is flawless. This album's flawless. Every song in this album is beautiful. I'm a huge Kurt Cobain fan. Kurt Cobain is probably one of my favorite songwriters ever. Because of the playfulness of his songwriting and I don't know, the tragedy in his lyrics. Jesus Christ. But this album has Breed on It Smells Like Teen Spirit, which made them who they are. This album is probably responsible for him killing himself too. Because it made them rock stars. And fame is nothing. Nirvana had the talent to be the most famous band on the earth, but Kurt Cobain especially couldn't handle that or should not have been that.
Introverted as hell.
Very. And I don't know, the way he thought of fame and the things that he has to do for certain people, he was always rebellious against it. For example, MTV told him they were over Smells Like Teen Spirit, they're over that song. But MTV is you gotta play that fucking song because that's your biggest hit. So he they went out there and they kind of just played it shitty. They fucked it up, They didn't want to play it, so they're like, we'll just ruin the song for your performance and play the rest of because we were moving on to our next album.
Yeah, that's a very interesting conundrum.
Yeah,
you have a talent, but you just want to do you. Just want to be you.
Yeah,
but your talent has now been monetized, and everyone the world over loves you for the talent, especially if it's one song.
Yeah. And Nirvana literally changed because Nirvana when did this come out? 92, 93?
1992.
Yeah, by that time, hair metal and glam rock of the 80s, like a Poison or a White Snake with the crazy hair. with the synthesizers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was going out of style, and people needed a new rock to kind of cling onto, and they fucking came out with like grunge rock. Came out of Seattle, like with acts like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and stuff like that, and it took over the world. I mean, I just love the hard. It's like a hard rock album, but it's so catchy, and so there's like it's kind of like a pop song in a way. The way the melodies and what they do with the guitar.
He would hate if people called it pop.
I know he probably would, but the fucking I don't know the melodies are so fucking good.
Bring your friend. That's a great song.
That's a great So yeah, Nirvana being number 9, I think is well deserved in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even though I like In Utero way better. That's the next album and the one he died right after he made it. I mean, In Utero, I could talk about that for a long time. That's some great lyrics on there.
I need to listen to that one.
Next album, going from one tragic figure, Kurt Cobain, to another tragic figure in Mrs. Winehouse. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black was rated number 8. Again, I like both of these rankings because Amy Winehouse I think is one of the best albums ever made because that woman can sing, first of all, and her tragic she has like kind of tragic lyrics, but it's mostly the production. No one sounded like her, no one looked like her, and no one sung like her. Nobody did.
Yeah, I still can't think of anyone that does. She gives me that what era was that with Etta James?
Like the 60s, 50s, 60s.
Yeah, because she's so flawed. She's so beautifully flawed and so wonderfully different.
Yeah.
And the way she sings reminds me of like singers from that era.
Oh yeah.
And she's just singing. She's not trying to make it pop or not screaming out or showing that she can go multiple octaves. She's just singing and it sounded so beautiful. I wish I liked her like you did and listened to her like you did back when she was alive. Because I didn't listen to any of her music other than Rehab,
yeah.
Like maybe 8 years after she passed.
I remember because we lived in that when we were moving. I listened to this album all the way through because we were moving boxes and stuff. And I remember listening because this album again, another flawless album in my opinion. I can listen to all of them, even what is it, 11 tracks. Addicted at the End is fire. He Can Only Hold Her. Some Unholy War. All of these that aren't the hits that you probably know. Because the first I know all these songs, so Back to Black is it's probably definitely her best album, definitely. Even though I love the first one, Frank, her first debut album is so good too. Oh my god, Mrs. Winehouse. So like I said, there was nobody back then that sounded like her, that had that soul like her. It was, it was very retro, kind of, like you said, 50s and 60s, but it was made in a modern time. And it was, I don't know, it mixed all of that in there. And Amy Winehouse, from the look to everything, it was just amazing. I love watching her live performances too, because even though she struggled during them, as far as, with her addiction, she would drink on the stage, like you can see, and she would be hammered drunk on the stage, but goddamn, she could know how to put on a good performance doing it. And it came to the point where she had to do that in order to get on stage.
Damn.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's Amy. All right. So what else we got? We got number 7.
We got number 7.
Oh,
one of my favorites.
A hip hop classic.
Definitely a hip hop classic.
We got number 7, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
First of all, iconic album cover.
Iconic.
I remember when this dropped like 2012. I think I was in
Yep.
I was in college in the dorms. I met one of my friends because of this album, because I heard him in the dorm, I walked by and I heard him listening to Kendrick, and I'm like, "Is that new Kendrick?" And he pointed at me, he's like, "Yep." So, and then we bonded over that. But yeah, Good Kid, Mad City, man. You want to talk about story? This is story.
Yes, great story. The voicemails at the end, and we can even take away the voicemails. The fucking the song where he's talking about his first B&E, and he broke in, and then he was naming the street, and I was like, "That's right over there. I can go to that street right now."
Oh yeah.
Well, he broke into one of y'all motherfuckers' houses, and at the end where he's all like, "The cops are on us. We made a left, and then a right, and then a left, and then one more left." But the cop made a left, and then a right, and then a left, but then a right. One lucky night, but I was still fucking high. And then you find out that's why he doesn't smoke.
That's why he doesn't smoke weed. Yeah,
man. And this is 25-year-old Kendrick.
Yeah,
questioning things like religion versus violence, monogamy versus lust. Man, Snoop gave him the torch. Everybody in LA co-signs him. Personally, I think he is top 5 greatest rappers of all time, top 3 greatest LA rappers of all time. One of the most influential. Where else can I go?
I think he was one of the greatest LA rapper, probably the greatest LA rapper of all time. I mean, Snoop, Dogg, and Kendrick.
Yeah, that honestly, that's where mine to go. It's Snoop, him, and Cube.
Yeah, I feel it.
Not in that order. I'm still trying to figure it out. They're fighting in my head right now. But
yeah, it was a very it's almost like a movie, this album.
Yeah,
it's just about growing up, and plus, first we got a little bias because we grew up in literally where he grew up, and it's just sounds just like it. You know, it was you know, it's, to me, my interpretation of the album, like, right, is Good Kid, Mad City. So he was just in this good kid, like he was a kid that wasn't, you know, necessarily a gangbanger, necessarily this, but he fell into the wrong things somehow. And it's almost like a learning process that's not really who he is. You know? Because like he said, he hit some weed one time and had like had Sherm in it or something in it. And you know, he's like, oh hell, he started freaking out, tweaking. And then he's kind of like, this is not really who I am. But obviously he still got love for Compton. It made him who he is, but certain things he didn't want to become, just like me, I didn't want to become a product of my own environment.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
I think he was just a kid in this city growing up, and that in turn that made him, you know, fall into certain places. But I think this album is just amazing. And plus, this album is his debut album, right? And it's not even technically, might not even be his best album. Because everybody think that was the controversy of this. Is that To Pimp a Butterfly is not even listed on here. And To Pimp a Butterfly, which as far as influence and as far as just an art piece is crazy.
Every nigga is a star. Y'all
that's how he opened the album.
Yes, y'all are not figuring. Y'all ain't listening. This is the like what Ted said. I'm sorry to cut you off. He's showing you don't have to be a product of your environment. The sad thing about it, and I can only speak to Black men, damn near all of our grandparents, uncles, cousins, and all that are products of our environment. And it's hard to fight against that when it's only you. But you can still always get out. And he speaks about that. He doesn't brag with every song about how he's untouchable or how he done killed the nigga. He has ran down on one before. Hopped out of Grand, proven dedication by hopping out of Trans Am's. But he talks about like the alcoholism with swimming pools. Money Trees.
Yeah, Money Trees is a classic hip hop song. Like,
man, yes.
This also does have Poetic Justice with Drake. You know,
Poetic Justice with Drake. It is in there.
It is in there, and it's fire.
But you know, it's
fire.
It happened.
God damn it!
Everything was all good. Just
the beef is overtaking the classics now.
Jesus. But the one in front of the gun lives forever.
Yeah,
the one in front of the gun. People still don't get that.
They don't.
We ain't even own Pimp a Butterfly. No one ain't never talked about the interview with Pac at the end. Yeah, the concept of To Pimp a Butterfly.
I
Like,
remember you was conflicted. Oh my god. All the yeah, I don't know, man. Kendrick has made classic album after classic album after classic album, and obviously he's still as relevant as ever right now. You know, with
Sing
the beef
About
and
Me,
all
I'm
that.
Dying of Thirst.
Dying of Thirst, all
Oh
that.
my god,
It's another flawless album. Another flawless album on his list.
And they put the deluxe on this. So now you're getting Black Boy Fly, Now or Never, with Mary J. Blige.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then I'm getting so much love. People on the stage, they all stand up. Everybody, he's now talking. Oh my god, y'all need
that's just the throwaways. Those are the throwaway songs.
Yeah, this was a throwaway. He ain't put that on the Good Kid, Mad City, a short film by Kendrick Lamar. This is deluxe. This is stuff he didn't even want y'all to hear first. Collect Calls. Bitch, Don't Kill My Vibe with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Now I'm on an airplane smelling like dank, sitting next to Hillary. That is the swank. Smelling like dank. I was 16 when I wrote 16.
K-Dot. That's K-Dot.
I was 16 when I wrote 16. Put a nigga right on the big screen. Now I'm in the paddy wagon with 16s. Could have been in the pen, but now my pen right with morphine. With morphine, I heal niggas. I touch down with morphine. I kill niggas. Audio crack, khakis, the meal ticket. Y'all ain't ready. Niggas ain't ready. That's what it is. This new generation and the old generation.
Here we go.
If you're not in my generation, you don't understand it.
Yeah.
You don't get it. This right here. 16.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City is one of the best albums.
Yeah,
rap albums ever made.
We gotta move on because I can talk about this shit all day. This is my in utero right here. This is my ethos and my pathos right there.
All of it.
All of it.
Number 6, they move on to Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life.
I say about this. I've never listened to any Stevie
I've
Wonder
listened
album.
to this album. Well, you probably heard songs from it. Love's in Need of Love Today. You've definitely heard that Knocks Me Off My Feet. You've definitely heard this album because a lot of hip hop samples everything in this album. My God.
Oh, okay.
After this, I'll probably show you a song. You'll be like, oh. But it's a really, really amazing soul album because at the time, soul, Stevie Wonder was classified as a soul artist or a pop artist. He didn't really make, he was obviously a soul artist, but this album is almost like what My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy did for rap. It made rap grander. It made, it broadened the horizons. Rap at the time was always boom bap this, rapping, just regular rapping. The fucking Kanye brought in electric guitars and sounds you have never heard in rap music before. I think this is what it kind of did for soul music back in the 70s. The production on this shit is fire. Love's in Need of Love Today, and then what is the one? Something about Call God. Have a Talk with God. That was a really good song.
Was
first
he
2 songs.
Born Blind or? I know nothing.
I think so. That's terrible.
I know he has that. I don't know the song, but he performs it every time he's on stage.
I mean, it's probably Love's in Need of Love Today. You just have to listen to it. Once you listen to it, you'll see because the production on his album, man, is so good. And he's a musical genius. He does it. Like when I watched that documentary with on the We Are the World documentary, the way he was collaborating with all the other artists and able to sing in their tone so they can get this line right was really crazy. Even everybody else said yeah, he's a fucking genius.
I heard this song, Sir Duke.
That's one of the ones, yeah.
Okay, I heard that one.
Yeah. You've heard a lot of this album, trust me. You definitely will.
Gotcha.
Even if it's not those songs, you heard that production, that beat.
Yeah. Okay.
So Stevie Wonder, shout out.
Shout out
one of the best to ever do it. Number 5, speaking of one of the best to ever do it, number 5.
Let's talk about it. Right artist. Wrong album.
Blonde to me, first of all, this is, I think, my opinion. I'll honestly rank this probably be in my top 5 too, and probably be number 5. Because Blonde is a beautiful well written album, one of the best written albums. I feel like. Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
Godspeed makes me cry every time.
Godspeed, yes.
Skyline 2 makes me cry.
What's that one? Ivy.
Ivy.
Pink Ivy.
Pink and white. No, pink and white. It goes
Pink and white. And
Nikes, and then I think it goes Ivy, then pink and white.
Yep.
Yep. Nikes, Ivy, pink and white.
Yeah.
The reason why I love this album is because it's very conceptual, very artistic. The sounds in here, it has crazy ass sounds going. I don't know what the hell is going on. The hype with this album, it's been between Channel Orange and Blonde. It was like 4 or 5 years. So I was hanging on by a thread because Channel Orange was amazing. Channel Orange is a changed R&B. Blonde, like Frank Ocean only got 2 albums. Well, no, Nostalgia Ultra technically that's technically a mixtape, but 3 albums.
Yeah,
I mean, and he's already a legend in my book. Oh my god!
To me, he is in the top 10, top 5, arguably greatest R&B singers, writers of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
and that was just with Channel Orange. But
yeah,
the thing I like, and I love that, back to speaking on what we believe makes a top 10 list, is the impactfulness. For those of you who don't know, this man right here, just keep in mind, because he's gay. I'm only saying, not that it matters, but, in the industry, gay is like a bad thing and shit. So I just want y'all to keep in mind, this gay man made Channel Orange.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got a record deal. And at the time, when did Channel Orange come out? 2000.
That's a good question. I want to say like 2012. Yeah, maybe 2000, because I was a freshman in college singing Forrest Gump a lot. That was popular.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. 2000, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. 2012. He makes that. He gets a contract deal with I forgot who it was with.
Maybe Def Jam, if I'm not mistaken.
Could have been, because they paid for his next album. So they gave him what was it, a $20 million deal?
I don't know.
I think it was a $2 million deal. It was 2. So he has to make, the contract stipulates you got to make it in their studios of approval, with their production team of approval and all that. And, A$AP Rocky said this on The Breakfast Club. So if you guys want the full view of it, just type in A$AP Rocky Breakfast Club Frank Ocean, and he'll tell you how this one man fucked over the industry.
Yeah.
So he's making the album, right? He's like using A shit, all that. I'm making an album. Cool. He puts it out, title it Endless. Piece of shit. He knew it was a piece of shit. He gave them what they wanted. Y'all want an album? Here
they want an album, yeah. There you go.
This is your album. Meanwhile, while he was doing that, he was working on Blonde.
Yeah.
And he's up $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
You're a millionaire. And you ain't even give them your real hard work.
Exactly, yeah. He did that just to get out the deal so he can release this under his own,
so he can,
label.
Under his own thing, yeah. And A$AP talks about, he said, do you know how embarrassing that made the music industry look? After that, all of these contracts are ironclad now. He said they covered up all those loopholes that he exposed. Because there was nothing saying that he couldn't work on another album somewhere else in a different location. The nigga probably had a studio in his house. But he was following the contract. He was working with their approved studios, their approved engineers, their approved producers, all that shit. And he gave him Endless. So he did his contractual obligatory job. Gave him that shit, and everybody was all like, it's bullshit. And he was like, I know, right? Okay, so I got this thing called Blonde on the way. Y'all just hold up.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna hear something called Nikes. It's gonna be great. I love that. I love that. And this is the same industry that gives a negative stigma on gay men.
Mm-hmm.
And this one gay man fucked them all. He may be the greatest gay man in the world now. Now I think about it.
Oh,
shout out to Frank Ocean. I love him.
Yeah, shout out Frank.
Whew.
Like I said, a legendary album because of at the time too, it is kind of like a for lack of a better word, a coming out album, and not even like just about his sexuality.
Yeah.
Just for him as an artist that he wants to be.
And also, y'all should just know he is a member of Our Future Wolfgang Kill Them All.
Can't confirm.
They're a group out here, and the leader is from Hawthorne, California. I'm just saying,
Yes.
it's from the same town. I'm
The
from.
leader
I'm just
is
saying.
on the leader is on the list as well too. So
Yes, exactly.
but
Exactly.
yeah, Frank Ocean, man. Frank Ocean is Frank Ocean. And
Yeah,
he's unapologetically himself, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of being, and also the next person is too unapologetically himself too. Prince and the Revolution with
Oh.
Purple Rain. Now, I think the reason why this is ranked so high too is because, first of all, this is another flawless album too. This is all hits. Every album on here is hits. Every song on here is hits. But Prince was, in a time where kind of major labels kind of ran everything. Obviously, he was on a label too, but his rebelliousness, and he was one of one. Nobody was wearing shit like him. Nobody was sounding like him. Nobody musically had this much talent as him.
No.
As far as being he used to play on go from the piano to the guitar to the drums. He could do all of that.
I think he played over 15, maybe 20 instruments.
Yeah, he was a insanely talented person, but
fire.
She's just fire. Yeah, this album then has also produced the movie Purple Rain. I think
his heels were more better than your bitch's heels. I'll tell you that right now.
There it is.
He had better shoes than your girl.
Yeah, Prince.
Right now.
Prince would pull your girl with the same shoes that she wearing on.
Yeah.
Pulled her from you. You the one with the backwards cat and the starter jacket. He wearing the same shoes your girl wearing in her size, switching clothes, switching mesh tops.
Yeah.
And fucking your girl.
Glitter on the neck. Your girl sucking his dick.
I don't know what to tell you. That's Prince. Little red Corvette.
Got little ruffles and shit.
But unapologetically himself, a legend. Literally, we're talking about Prince. We're talking about Prince. When Doves Cry. Let's Go Crazy. Yeah, Purple Rain is on here. Yeah, this is all
arguably. He has the greatest Super Bowl halftime performance.
He might have. No, I think he might have the greatest.
I think it's because God was the feature guest.
Yeah, Jesus came through.
If you guys watch his halftime Super Bowl performance, when he's performing Purple Rain, it starts to rain.
And it starts pouring rain too.
It is pouring rain, yes.
It's one of those things where like, oh shit, we should probably stop this. But I don't know. When he was doing it, everybody couldn't stop it, like tried to help him out or something because he was tearing the fucking club up. Yeah, everybody in that stadium gone. Tearing it up.
You charlatan. Purple Rain. Purple. Everybody electronics got fucked up that night.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
Yeah, so rest in peace to another legend. Man.
Yeah, man. Now Londo McMillan, y'all kind of did him wrong. Selling tickets to walk through his house.
Yeah, like he said, he was unapologetically himself. So when labels tried to, but like thinking like he owns Prince, they own Prince. He's like, what do you mean? My name is Prince. What are you talking about? Like you don't own me. When he left, I forgot it was Sony Universal. I forgot what it was. He still kept going, under that symbol. And Prince is, he's an icon. You can't mention legendary music or the history of music in general without Prince.
Yeah,
you can't.
He like incorporated rock and neo soul and R&B and pop and
all in one. Yeah,
it was like a blend.
That's When Doves Cry. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah,
a mix of everything.
He's damn. He might be Timothée Chalamet Dune too. You're a Bene Gesserit, you're Al Trades, you're a Harkonnen, and you with the Sand niggas. You
Prince is the Lisan Al Gaib. Is that what
he's the Lisan Al Gaib and the Shai Hulud. I ride myself.
Oh my god.
And he had the badness. Like Apollonia. Oh my god, y'all don't.
Apollonia was bad as hell.
Yeah.
But yes, moving. But Prince being a legend, and then this next group, this next band. I'm guessing they saying it's the best album made by a band ever because it's number 3, and it is Abbey Road by the Beatles. First of all, if you know me, in 11th grade or 12th grade, I had an obsession with the Beatles. It was probably 10th grade actually. And in high school, I just had an obsession with the Beatles because I just learned about them. I listened to a lot of their music. And number 1 hits. They got so many number 1 hits. But the reason why I think the Beatles are so legendary is because no one was. It was the first, like, I don't know, Beatlemania was a real thing. You know how, like, when Justin Bieber couldn't go outside because all these people were pushing up on him and, you know, he couldn't, it was literally a fucking safety hazard. Elvis, in a way, had that in the 50s, but the Beatles took it on the whole world on another level because the whole world was like that, you know?
Yeah.
He could sell out stadiums in fucking Thailand, you know?
Yeah.
He was big in the 60s. They were very especially during this time they're very experimental. They have some of the best songwriters ever. Like two of the best songwriters ever were on the same band, John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And Ringo was writing songs, George Harrison was writing songs too. Everybody on there writing goddamn songs.
They created the Disney music contract. All y'all gonna sing. We all
y'all. Exactly.
Now hurry up and walk across this street.
I think it's one of their last albums together too. This came out late 60s, I believe. But I mean, Here Comes the Sun is on here. Come Together is on here. Maxwell Silver Hammer, I love that song.
Oh Darling
is Yesterday on Octopus's Garden. I like that song too. No, Yesterday is not on here. I thought Yesterday was on here, but
Sun King.
It's not even my favorite Beatles album. My favorite is Sgt. Pepper's. I don't know exactly. There's another thing I got about this list. Where the fuck is Sgt. Pepper's?
We all live in a yellow.
And it seemed like they didn't want to put 2 albums on certain artists. Like they didn't want to put 2 of their albums. I mean, even though they have Beyonce's, Beyonce's original and also Lemonade on here, but it seemed like they made it a point to not put the same artist twice. Certain ones they did, because you could definitely put 2 of Kanye's albums on here. You can definitely put 2 of the Beatles albums on here. Hell, you can put 2 Frank Ocean albums on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely one of their best albums and iconic cover.
Oh.
Shout out the Beatles. And then going from the Beatles to the owner of the Beatles, and also the greatest artist of all time, still to this day, the best selling album of all time, and the Eagles one don't count because that's the greatest hits album, so that shit don't count. Fuck all y'all. Number 2 is Thriller by Michael Jackson. Now, the reason why this is the best album ever made, in my opinion, is because it transcended fucking music. He had a black man. Hold on. Y'all not understanding. Where do I even start? MTV said no niggas. MTV said no niggas, right? They said niggas, no. Michael Jackson tried to put his shit in there. Nah, you can't come in here. That's soul music. Go to the soul. Go to Soul Train. There you go. You can go over there. That's you. And he did. He dominated over there. And it's like, all right, let me. I need to come over here. So he made Thriller. It was a pop. It's just undeniable. You couldn't deny that this was going to be the biggest thing in the world, because not only was every I think how many tracks is on here? Let me see. Hold on. 9. You know how many number 1s came from this album?
9.
Yeah, 9. All 9 from them. All 9 from 9 of the songs were in top 10. We're in the top 10 on Billboard. Okay. And that was before streaming, because that happens today with Taylor Swift. We're talking about before streaming. We're talking about people going to the store. Can I have this album? $10. They give them money. Like, you see what I'm saying? We're talking about Michael Jackson, the greatest artist to ever live. Can't confirm. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm so sorry. But
all those going back to the what was it, the country band that you were talking about, Boo Hoo and the Hoo Ha Lynch Gang?
Yeah.
This black man,
This black man, black man.
bought the Beatles catalog,
Mm-hmm.
group of white men,
Can't confirm.
and then one white man by the name of Marshall Mathers talked shit about him. And you know what the black man did? He bought his catalog. You know, like, I want you to play that song every time. Every time. Play all that. Give me my money.
Yeah, give me my money.
I want my money. I just want y'all to know that the greatest person to ever make a sound that come out of their mouth.
You know, Michael Jackson made so much money for Sony. He might as well have invented the PlayStation. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
All that money was invested into technology that invented the PlayStation.
I think he might have invented the anime. Now they can animate shit. It was Sony Universal, Sony Japanese, all that shit, all that, yeah.
All that came for the hundreds of millions of dollars that came through.
To you niggas that like Yu Yu Hakusho and that one song, Through the Endless Clouds of the Phrase. That's all Michael. Now, I'm just now saying that.
Yeah.
Tay, go ahead and listen to that. I think it's called Clean or some shit like that. After this, it's all Michael inspired.
But yeah, I mean, he invented. He didn't necessarily invent the superstar, but it was undeniable how much of a superstar he was. People were dying at his concerts, literally.
Yeah.
Because they were just fucking. If you've seen his concerts, first of all, there's 150,000 people coming to see one man. That don't normally happen. T Swift can sell out 80,000, 90,000, stadiums. Can't confirm, and we all gonna be here for T Swift. But
he had special routes that were protected by barricades for medical professionals to come get the person that just passed out and hurry and get him out.
And this is before the internet, 1982.
Yeah.
There's only 9 songs on this album, and they all are hits. Because he tried to tell a story, he's structuring it. He's like, okay, this is gonna be that, bow, bow, bow. He didn't want to make it a song, album of all hits, but he's just that good that he's all hits.
Just that good.
Just that good. So yeah, Thriller changed pop music history. It changed R&B music history. It changed
production.
Yeah, Quincy Jones is the greatest producer of all time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Michael Jackson. I don't know what to tell you. Michael Jackson is probably the reason why I love music. He is the reason why I love music.
And now when people go to the Grammys, so many people, not so many, very few artists and producers get to win more than 3 Grammys.
Yeah.
And then they can do that iconic pose that him and Michael and goddamn Quincy Jones did.
Yeah.
Where they're just cradling it.
Yeah, cradling all their Grammys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he invented that shit.
He invented it.
We're talking about 1982, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. It's almost like Cowboy Carter. Not in a way because it's like, so y'all pushing me out the white space? Oh, so I can't make rock songs. I don't even like Michael Jackson don't even like rock music. He said that in the interview. And he said, okay, cool. Let me call Eddie Van Halen over here. Let me tell this nigga to play the best thing you've ever played in your motherfucking life. And we're going to put it on the tray. We're going to lay it on wax. Okay. I can't make a pop song? Oh, okay. Just beat it. Over. Next. What other genre I gotta? My mama said I'm a Jehovah's Witness. I can't make scary shit. I don't believe in the occult. Oh, okay. Bow. There you go, mama. There, how about Thriller? How about Thriller?
And I'm still a demon at the end.
I'm still a demon, yeah. Oh, they said I don't got no sex appeal. I can't do the you can't talk to the girls. You can't mac on the girl. Oh. Somebody play track 8, PYT. Somebody do that. Somebody play PYT right now. I'm gonna have your wife dancing her ass off, popping ass.
For me. You can just say it's my human nature.
You can just say it's my human. You know what? Somebody play the previous song. Let's slow everything down. We'll slow it down right now. So yeah, Michael Jackson. I don't know what to tell you, bro. There's nothing else to say. He's the greatest. He's the
Fucking
greatest.
invented pop. He
And basically,
transcended all barriers. He was when he's around other legends. Remember the I Am We Are the World?
yeah.
They had Michael Jackson in this big ass studio booth next to Sidney Lauper. Who was that other guy? Was it not Norm Macdonald?
I think he was there though too. Norman Down, was he there? I don't think so. I think so.
No, because Norm Macdonald is the comedian dude that.
Oh yeah, not Norm. Yeah, well, this is McDonald. I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Eddie McDonald, Edward McDonald, something like that.
Something.
It was a
I'm thinking of
McDonald
somebody.
that. Yeah, that. I'm gonna make this hit and you're gonna like it or you're gonna split. He always sounds like that.
Or Bruce
Him?
Springsteen too.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen and like some country girl and Cyndi Lauper. And that's when she was like,
Yeah.
Everyone, y'all go to We Are the World on YouTube. Look at how Michael is looking at 3 other legendary musicians. Yeah. Like, y'all are all fucking this up. All 3 of you guys are like, he looked at them and did that. Where the lip go up a little. Quincy, you couldn't find 3 other niggas.
3 of them.
Quincy. Look at you. Yes, I'm looking at y'all.
And the story about how that song came together is really good, really insane. It's kind of all was like Lionel Richie kind of had to do it all.
What do you do? I don't know the story. I just thought they was helping kids in Africa.
Yeah, they wanted to do something for the kids in Africa, and he kind of called his manager. His manager knew all these people's numbers, and he wanted to get it together. And the only way they could get it together, everybody was going to be in town for the American Music Awards. It was going to be in LA.
Oh.
So there's this is the only time we can do it. Bruce Springsteen just got off a tour. And he's going to be at the AMAs. So the night after the AMAs, we all had to meet up and we all had to keep it under wraps, which was crazy. And we had to meet up and do it from 10 p.m. to it was 5 a.m. when they left. And they all had to get it done today. We couldn't get it done. Okay, we get Michael's vocals done. Okay, let me do Bruce's next week.
Michael McDonald. That's what it was.
Michael McDonald, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
But they all had to do it all that night. That's why they stayed for so long. Gotcha. One of the dudes, I don't even know who it was, but he was a country artist. He was like, "All right, I'm out of here," because Stevie Wonder started talking about some Swahili, putting Swahili in the song. He was like, "I don't even know what the fuck that is," and he fucking walked out. So he's just not on the track.
He can't see me leave, so there ain't gonna be no problem.
Damn. Yeah, it was but it's a legendary moment.
Stevie.
It's a legendary moment.
Oh, okay.
Legendary song. So yeah, Michael Jackson is that person, and that's why number 1 is a little, to me, controversial. Because granted, I think this album should be in the top 10 because this album we're talking about influential. This album influenced a lot of black music in the late 90s and early 2000s. And this album made her one of the best female rappers of all time. And she only has one solo album out, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And that's The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I think it definitely should be in the top 10 greatest albums of all time. Can't confirm. I just don't think it should be number 1. Unfortunately, I don't think it's better than Thriller. It's not more impactful than Thriller. But this album is very, very good and impactful and tells a beautiful story too.
But I'm not listen to the entire album.
You have?
I have not listened to the entire album.
The entire album is beautiful. No, it's good. She practically invented neo soul at that point.
Yeah.
Or if she didn't invent it, she fucking might as well. Shit. Whoever did invent it didn't do a good job as this. How about that? Mm-hmm. It's an album that's still to this day, 2024, is still unique, if that makes sense. Even people like Musiq Soulchild probably came from this album, and that neo soul sound came from this album. But it's amazing. I mean, Lauryn Hill is still considered one of the best female rappers ever. She only made this album and then the Fugees previous with the score. Yeah. That album, I don't know why that album's not on here, actually. Fugees, score? Oh my God.
They might not want to have to compare this with Fugees.
Actually, that's kind of insane. Um, but yeah,
So
I think I don't just don't think it should be number one, in my opinion.
I love Lauren Hill. I don't know exactly what the music industry did to fuck her over, but apparently that's a big thing. At
Yeah,
least when Jay-Z talks about it. But yeah, I don't think it should be number one.
yeah, I just
Top
don't think
10,
it should.
yeah, I'll give it that.
Yeah, it's definitely
Just based
very.
off of the 6 songs I've heard, I love
Yeah,
them. But for over Michael,
yeah. I don't know about over Michael,
that's
but the 19. I mean, it came out at a time where, like I said, it influenced everything, and it. I don't know. It changed. It did change. It changed black music specifically, definitely.
true.
Um, but yeah, not number one. Not number one. But I mean, we love it. I love it. I still listen to this day. Doo Wop, that thing, X Factor, Lost Ones, all of them. When it hurts so
Mhm.
bad, they have like the little
Swans is so silly.
when they have like the little class where they go into the little interludes with the classroom and they talk about like what love is
Yeah, I
and
love that. And the kids were telling the teacher.
uh-huh and explaining to them like even though we're this little, there's a way that we process love as of right now that
Mhm.
even adults can probably learn from, you know?
Mhm.
Um so yeah, Miseducation of Lauren Hill is an iconic, beautiful, impactful, great fucking album. Personally, don't think it should be number one, but like I said, this ain't my list.
It's not mine either,
It's not
because
my list.
I've told y'all what my number 1, 2, and 3 is. Y'all
Okay.
want to hear it again?
All
Oh, of
right.
course. I'll tell y'all.
All right.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, number 1.
And that's on here.
Enter the 36 Chambers, number 2.
That's on here too.
1989, Taylor's version, Deluxe.
That's the number here. That's on
Hey,
here too. Number 18. In
yeah.
fact. And specifically Taylor's version, Deluxe.
Taylor's version, Deluxe. It used to just be 1989.
Mm-hmm.
But Taylor's version, oh, slut. No, when she went in her vault,
Was she winning her vote?
in the vault and pulled some shit out. Whew.
And then
I'm
but
sorry.
and another album too that I think that is on here, but I definitely think should be higher and it should be in the top 5 is number 26, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like I said before, my favorite rap album. I think it made rap. It forced people to look at rap as more than just what they think it is. People had preconceived notions about what rap was,
Yeah.
but Kanye West is who he is, and he made this grand fucking like soundscape for rap music. I don't know. It was just
All the
it
while.
was more than hip hop, and but it was so hip hop at the same time. It still had roots of hip hop. It didn't like move on into a fucking 808s and heartbreaks. You can still that's barely a hip hop album if you think, get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This one is definitely a hip hop album, but it mixed so many genres, so much sound. It made everything grand. It made it stadium sized. It made it artful, and it's definitely one of my favorite albums I've ever listened to.
Oh man.
I've cried to this album too. I cried to this album. You know how good this album is? I cried to this album and no one was saying nothing. I was just crying to the beat. You know that's crazy. I was the runaway at the end of Runaway. He goes on this 2-minute tangent of just him humming. I was crying. I thought it was the most beautiful thing I ever heard. Yeah, Lost in the World. Who Will Survive in America?
Man.
Blame Game. This album is flawless.
Game. And maybe that's what it is for me. Maybe that's why I don't give the Miseducation the credit it deserves. One, I haven't listened to it all the way through, which I will fix today. But two, I didn't grow up on her. I had to research her and the Fugees. But that me being curious enough to research her and people of the 90s and 80s and I guess rap and hip hop, that was all because of Kanye when he did Touch the Sky. And all he did was a bar. I don't even think it was on Touch the Sky. But I remember, when you like just singing a song, but you don't even know what you're saying. And one day I just said it like, my aunt Pam smoking them cigarettes now. So now my little cousin smoking them cigarettes now. The job over there trying to fire him now. Is it because the skin darker than licorice now? I can't figure it out. It's sickening now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And then I found out about Jay-Z and Bone Crusher and shit and like Lauryn Hill. And I think that's why I always put Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, because it made me curious. It's why I found Gorillaz. Past
about other genres, yeah.
Yeah, it made me look into all that shit. That Smells Like Teen Spirit with Nirvana. I found out about that shit. Listening to what is it? Metallica and Smashing Pumpkins and that weird ass album cover of theirs, and just going all over the spectrum of just music. Because growing up, it was just hip hop and rap. And that was it. And when my mom was cleaning, you know, she'd play like the slow songs and shit. Some Mary J. Blige. And then Kanye changed my life.
It's definitely Kanye, I mean, obviously he's a musical genius, but Kanye, you know, we still have our transgressions with Mr. West. But I think it's because we have these transgressions with him because we know what kind of person he is, what kind of musician he is. He's one of the greatest. Let's be honest.
I'll make an album called Kanye, You Broke My Heart.
Yeah.
Kanye literally broke my heart. This shit hurts. But
honestly, I put Yeezus up there too. I personally love Yeezus.
The protest up, yes.
I love the, like you said, the story of it. Everything is surrounding Kanye at the time. I personally thought he was the coolest man in the world because I love Kanye West. I loved Kim Kardashian at the time separately, and he bad Kim Kardashian. Like, I thought he was personally the coolest man I've ever heard of. And then Yeezus, the tour was fucking. Who was wearing? Everybody wearing masks now. Nobody was wearing masks before.
Nope.
Anyways, this is a weekend of trying to give flowers to people that are still alive and are still here, and I've given Kanye enough flowers, to be honest. Yeah. He need to give me a goddamn rose. Fuck him. I'm just kidding.
I'll take a tulip.
But yes, Kanye. Speaking of Weeknd, where is he at? The Weeknd got one of the best albums, top 100 albums. Let's talk about it. He changed R&B into the modern R&B. R&B was dying. Yes. He changed it.
Yes.
And he said, fuck R&B. Okay, I'm going to just be the biggest artist ever. How about that? I'm competing with Michael. How about that? But, yeah.
Honestly, he should have at least 3 on here, on this list.
We can talk about it. Starboy got to be, I mean, I don't listen.
Yes.
We talking about the Weeknd, all right? Y'all know what to tell y'all. Y'all know how we feel about the Weeknd.
Yes.
Every episode, Anakin Skywalker, the Weeknd is going to get mentioned.
Every single time.
Every single
episode. If you didn't mention him, I was going to say Weeknd is wearing a mask on his tour last time I saw.
Yeah, he was. I mean,
and Anakin technically is wearing a mask too, so we can.
He is. No, Anakin is wearing a mask, even though
wearing a mask.
I am what you made me. That's what you told.
That should
told them niggas. That should make me cry. That'll make me do it.
When Obi said, "I'm sorry for everything," it just the admission of guilt. That turn me up there.
Billy's on here at number 30. When we all fall asleep, where do we go? I
should be higher.
I mean, I personally love that album too. I think Billy is one of the most talented people out right now. Y'all already know that. But anyways, I mean, honestly, my rant is gonna be shit. Listen to these albums, to be honest. My rant. I think let's get to the rant. Let's just get to it.
Yeah.
You
want me to go first, or?
Yeah, you can go first. Just we gotta get something off our chest. We gotta say something in the podcast with something to leave y'all with.
Yeah.
You know, just something to leave you with. What do you got it for?
Well, when is this gonna come out?
Wednesday.
All right. So Saturday we had a service for a fallen member of the family. Rest in peace. Ted
Mm-hmm.
the second, the first. Yeah, so first RIP to him.
R.I.P.
But
to my
through
grandfather.
yeah, through that, we all had a very good musical conversation with people that aren't even in our generation, those older and younger.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Shout out to Nick, Brooke, Christiana, Wendy, Melly B, you, Taylor,
Darnell.
Darnell, Chase,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that might have been it. Um, the things that Brooke and Christiana was saying led me to believe something, and it's you guys have yet to look outside of your generation's music. So I don't say this to them two specifically. I'm saying it to everyone who um who stays within their era.
Yeah.
Open your mind up to the other eras, because there were some things they were saying that I was surprised they knew about.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it started getting to Drake and they was talking about some other stuff, I was like, oh, I didn't even know you knew about Take Care like
Mm-hmm.
that. You were still little when that came out, and now you're talking about So Far Gone. That's impressive that you know that. Um,
Impressive.
yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool, cool. Just check out these other artists. Open it up to the eras before. Um, you'll be so shocked and enamored and interested on what other people in different eras was doing. That's why I love Kanye West, because he's the reason I found music.
Yeah.
He's the reason I listen to lyrics. He's the reason why I look for certain sounds, why I try and recognize certain sounds. He's the reason why I know the rock bands I know and pop and all this other shit that came before 2008, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So to everyone who's a music fan, which should be everyone on earth, because if you're not, you're killing puppies and you should be locked up.
Yeah, I've recently, not in real life, but in certain videos I've watched, I've heard people like, yeah, I'm not really a music person. I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
That makes no sense.
I have
That
no idea
that
what that
makes
means.
just say you don't want to talk. That'll be more understandable. You're
Yeah,
not a music person. Music is literally everywhere. But
everywhere.
yeah, look at this list. Check out some of these people, because I'm going to check out Lauryn Hill's full album. I never got to finish it, but I'm looking at number 100, Robin, Body Talk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this album. I know of Robin,
Mm-hmm.
and there's people like Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah, that was gonna be
Um,
my rant too. It's just like people. Obviously, you can disagree with a list, or you can disagree
mhm,
with certain things, but there's a reason why a lot of these lists that people make, they have certain albums on there. It can be different
yeah,
numbers, but they're always going to be on the list of the best.
yeah.
And my thing is to take the list for what it is, look at it, and if you like, oh, I wonder what this is, or if you don't agree with something, just go listen to that album and make your own assumption, to make your own reason why you don't think it
Mhm.
should be that way, or why you think it should. Because
Yeah.
I like when people like do album lists or song lists, and I haven't heard of it. I haven't heard of certain things. It makes me want to go listen to it,
Mhm.
and I go listen to it and be like, "Wow, yeah, you really right," and I agree with you. And or I could be like, "Yeah, you was wrong," but
Yeah.
I'm
But
glad
you at least,
you stood on your business.
yeah, and you at least went to check it out.
Yeah, and yeah, it makes me want to go check it out. I love discovering music too,
Mhm.
and I need
Like,
to just start discovering more. To be honest, but some of
yeah.
y'all these days,
Mhm.
I'm just kidding.
Aretha Franklin's "I Never Loved the Man the Way I Love You." But
I mean, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff.
Aretha's,
There's a lot of stuff that's on here that you might have
mhm.
not, if you just listen just to J. Cole, or if you listen to just modern day Ice Spice or something like that.
Oh, please don't say that's your limit. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't just go listen to the Beach Boys and shit. Go listen to Metallica, AC/DC. Go listen to Bone Crusher. Go listen to Rakim and Eric B. Back when rappers weren't the star, it was the DJ. That's why back then it was like Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Eric B and Rakim,
Yeah.
Black Star, that type of shit. Most Def and Talib Kweli, things like that. Um, check all that out. See, get a sense of where everything is like at in those eras. Even Lana Del Rey, I don't like her, but she's loved so much,
Yeah, she is loved so
and
much. I'm not a fan of Lana Del Rey either, but
yeah, I
hey,
like her as a feature artist for rappers. But apparently, Norman fucking Rockwell is that album.
yeah, that's very well reviewed.
Casey Musgraves.
That album is really good. Golden
What's
Hour.
what's that one band? Where the Wind Blows. Them the Dave Matthews Band.
I haven't really listened to Dave Matthews.
Them and the other one. I had good love, but I lost it. She got too close,
Zac Brown
and I
Band.
started in the Zach Brown Band. Yeah, go check them out. They fun.
I
They're
love
fun.
Zac Brown Band. But yeah, just looking at lists and just reliving music and discovering music is one of my favorite things in life, to be honest. So whenever you see somebody's list, don't just immediately attack them.
Yes.
Just be like, oh, I see what you did there, and oh, yikes. Or go discover something yourself,
And to the person who this person does not know Lady Gaga and doesn't think Lady Gaga is that great because all they heard was Chromatica or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't a Lady Gaga album. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay.
That's an Android sponsored album.
People like that album, Edward.
No, they need to know the real Gaga. Lady Gaga is the reason why there is no closet no more. Niggas are out. Women are out. Lady Gaga did more for that community than the politicians that are of the community. She is iconic. Go listen to the Fame Monster. Please go check that out. Y'all go listen to Alejandro and Bad Romance.
Or Born This Way. That's my favorite album too.
Oh my god, yeah, Born This Way. Yes, with Poker Face. Don't y'all don't know. Y'all do not know this woman. Y'all ain't never seen a 5'8" Wahite woman covered head to toe in ribeyes and T-bone steaks at the awards, sitting next to the likes of Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, fucking Nene Leakes. Y'all don't know. Y'all ain't never seen a woman take a concept art so literal that she showed to an award show, dressed as a man, and performed damn near better than everyone that night while smoking.
And being a man. She's in character the whole award show. That award show was so good too.
She is like,
I watched that live.
The person wasn't disrespecting her, but please, I know this person watches the episodes avidly, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for always coming by my work area and telling me about that. But please check out Lady Gaga. Look at her first 3 albums, and you'll see why. Look at the concert that she had in New York City. Listen to her past story of how she used to just fuck rock stars. She was a groupie. And now at one point, she was bigger than every rock star ever. Just out here killing it. Had the likes of, what's her name? Marissa Tomei and Liza Minnelli giving her praise at a concert where she's wearing sparklets on her titties and caution tape on the crotch. And there's some sparklers there too. And she's like, oh.
Yeah.
She's that one. That's it. That's my rant. Listen to music, y'all. Just go open yourselves up to
listen. That's both of our rants. Listen to music.
Yeah.
Go out there and discover something new and discover something old.
Yeah.
Like new to you, but it was released in the 70s or something like that, And we're gonna start doing that, us too. I think we're gonna, just for us to discover music, we're gonna start giving each other albums to listen to. And also movies. I want to start that up again. So we can, discover new music.
Yeah.
And we can each talk about why we think the other person would like it and why we like it. and then your opinions on it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll make for good content and good suggestions for these people because y'all need it.
You definitely need it.
You need it.
Trust me.
If you are still banging that new Ice Spice song, you fucking need a goddamn suggestion immediately. You need to be put on music detention, and you need to listen to the other music, okay? Because I like Ice Spice. She bad as hell. That last song is garbage. So, thank you, Ice.
It's shots of her throwing her ass. That's what it's just.
That's all it is. And the rapping is terrible, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Miss Spice, I appreciate you. Shout out to your deal that you got where you own your masters because that's amazing. Actually, niggas really don't even got that like you, so I can't even hold you. But yeah, Miss Spice, that last song was not good at all.
Yeah,
but In Her Mood, I love In Her Mood. I love Ice Spice. I like Ice Spice. But yeah, just shout out. Just listen to music, y'all. Please listen to music.
I'll just say it. I just want to have sexual relations with
all right. And that'll do it. That'll do it for the Theodore and Edward show.
Well, you gotta be honest with yourself, you know.
I guess so.
I love Doja Cat. I would go to a concert. I want to be in Ice Spice hotel room waiting on her.
Okay. All right. That'll do it.
She can play her music.
If you ain't listening to Doja Cat, go listen to Doja Cat. But shout out. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being you. We'll catch y'all in the next one. We're going to be live and in color. Like I said, we're going to be doing some different content ideas. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Give us a shout out. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. All that's going up.
YouTube.
And yeah. YouTube.
On Twitch.
I need to start making YouTube shorts. I need to start making Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch shorts. Don't they got that?
They got Twitch stories.
Oh, yeah.
You can make that. Technically, it is a short. Exactly. Yeah, follow me. Follow us on that. Follow me on my YouTube page as well. I got a personal one, Dead Nemesis, where I'm singing. I'm trying to make it to the top 100 list. I might make it to the top 100 worst list, but as long as I'm on the list.
You got to be on the list.
Yeah.
Edward, you're going to be 100 one day.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be 100 on the Spotify best albums. There you go.
There we go, yeah.
Or maybe on the title best albums of all time. I like my Wings Fried Hard Deluxe. Edward's version.
His version, yeah.
Edward's, because Edward got into a deep damn contract with fucking Ted Mosby Industries.
Oh my god.
And I owed 98% of that motherfucker. He had to make his own shit. I had to get them residuals. I don't know. Residuals sound small because them checks is fat.
They are fat.
Oh my god. They just keep coming. But thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Like I said, we're gonna dedicate this episode as well to my grandfather, who we just went to. He used to listen to the podcast too, and who just passed recently, and we went to his funeral and all that. But yeah, rest in peace to my grandfather Ted Watkins, and but yeah, we're gonna dedicate this episode to him. So in honor of him, listen to new music and old music. Listen to music. All right. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.